Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 8 straight, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Harmon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Boise State Broncos offense will get the first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking left. Pulls it in. It's Henderson.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. The Broncos are marching down the field. Wants to throw. It's Vincent. Right on the money. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Wall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. He'll do it himself. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll leave it with him. Stuck on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Irish send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. So they've put up some early points and now to build on the... Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Vincent. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it at the 30 and still running. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This quarterback part of their running game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Good right down the boulevard. The lead is 6 in the first.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Looking for a crease. It's Brooks. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Going to the running game. Got enough for the first. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's looking to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aaron.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if you... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 14-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by 10 to East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking to pass. It's Vincent. Catch in the middle. It's Wall. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Broncos have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Here come the Irish back on offense. They took their time out of the game, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complement.
There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Rooks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They go to the ground. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harmon. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State ready to send up that offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Vincent. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Makes a man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the... And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Scanning the field, it's Vincent. Got his man on the right. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On third down, he drops to throw. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. To the air on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's in open space downfield. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go read option left on first down. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
The play action fake. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Vincent. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Snagged in the middle, it's Henderson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Brings up 2nd down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. Past the 30. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they intercept, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Now on the move.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs.
Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. To the air, it's Vincent. Got his man in the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys. And he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him. And that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done it.
Turning it on. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
David, Raymond, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he puts through the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They boot it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Still running at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Inside the 45. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Here on 3rd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Peterson. He's got his man across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock. And unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 7 over Colorado State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got his man in the middle. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Dropping back, it's Peterson. Here comes the heat. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff from the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the back. Thrust that arm out. Gets it out across the 40. Stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll try the run. There he goes to the right. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And the fumble recovery sets up this offense with a great opportunity to cash it in for points. Calls his own number. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Peterson. Oh, they're after him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Completes it in the middle. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Broncos will call on their punt team. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gonna run it. It's Brooks. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Back to throw, it's Peterson. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's kind of what this this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.